Why so serious? It's Broseph David, and today I'm going to become Injustice 2 Joker. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'll be honest, I've only done it once before, so if it's really rough, it's really rough. It's kind of like an adventure, but I figure it'd be probably interesting for you to watch me become it, and then you can take that information or take what I do right or wrong and then do it yourself. So the main thing is we're going to start with the body paint first, and we're using, it's backwards. Okay, we're using Ben Nye White Cream Foundation and P1 White. If you notice, I'm doing downward strokes, and I'm using this kind of clear makeup application sponge. You can reuse it multiple times and it doesn't break apart, which is nice. Now, for the Joker, I like to, with the makeup, I like to take the body makeup about to the mid neckline, kind of right there where my Adam's apple is about to hit, and then I'll do the face makeup down and blend it. So this body makeup will go up and all the way down. I've got my shorts low because when I put my pants on, I don't want it to get all over my body, so I want to get the white body paint low enough that it covers my skin, but if I put on my Joker pants right now, it might get all over it. So we're gonna set it now with baby powder. Baby powder! Yourself a brush. Some powder. The next step is we're gonna do light, and I mean light, contouring of the muscles. Lightly with the makeup and Nye. Where it looks a little too thick, like him. So we just lightly reset with the baby powder, and this is the effect. Alright, so we got it all set. Got the contour on there, everything's reset. Now we're gonna use the Ben Nye setting spray over the body, kind of just loosely, then let it set and dry, and then we'll move on to the next step. One thing people probably won't tell you about, or some people may not tell you about, is when you do the Joker makeup, or just makeup in general, you should wash your face. And also tone it with stringent and then moisturize it. So I already washed my face and took a shower and shaved this morning, so that's good. But I'm still gonna tone it and then re-moisturize it before I do the makeup. That way it sits the best. It's gonna do downward strokes. What's toner do? Well, kind of what it says. It tones your skin, kind of makes everything level, balanced. I like to think of it like a clean slate. If we're gonna add moisturizer, I like Nivea Men, it's pretty awesome, but any great moisturizer would work. Then moving on to the primer. I got this Palladio foundation primer from Sally Beauty. It's super cheap, like $5-6, I don't know, something like that. And it works, like for the Joker makeup. I don't know if it's like the best thing out there, but it works for me, and so I've used it since the since in Suicide Squad Joker, and I'm gonna keep using it. So recommend that. We're not going to do our eyes because there's a different foundation primer for that, or eyeshadow primer for that, but we're getting everything else. Remember, including those ears. You must get the ears. Now, while the foundation primer is drying, what we're gonna do next is the hair. I fell in love with this Die Hard by Manic Panic. It is a neon green hair dye. Basically, not really hair dye, it's like a temporary thing, kind of like the spray I used to use. But this, it's not hard, so it'll allow you to bring your hair down like Injustice Joker 2 has. Definitely goes on better on lighter color hair, but you can't use it for darker too. It'll just be a darker shade of green. And without further ado, let's do it. Plan on using 2 to 3 bottles, probably just 2 or 1.5, but I have 3 just in case. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to contour the face with Joker. I'm using the Lorac Pro Kit Deep Contour, the deep brown one right now. And this Ben Nye RGB 5 brush, which I kind of pinch like that to get a nice contour line. For the cheek contour, it helps to kind of do like a ridiculous fishy face. So like a... Oh no, it feels and looks super ridiculous. But it works when you do that. This is where you go. We're gonna take it all, I like to start in the cheek, go all the way up to the ear, kind of like the hairline, and then we'll bring it down. It's like never totally perfect, so just do the best you can. Same thing as earlier with the eyeshadow for the contouring down here. I'm gonna get some on the brush, kind of hit it off. Make sure it's not too thick, too strong. It looks like it all came off there. And then we're gonna start. And then we're just kind of bring it down at the chin. You don't want to cut in too close though, because then your face looks weird. And we're going to do the under the jawline. Which creates the separation from the face from the neck. You can then kind of take the contour just a little bit under the sides of the chin like this. Lightly do a contour here. You can kind of see that from the eyebrow up, because we can kind of see that brow bone is anyways. We're gonna go around the hairline. You gotta be kind of careful on this, so you don't get all over your hair. Sorry, the nose. We're gonna go like right along here. I got this little brush, this little handy dandy doody, this handy dandy do. Same contour, hitting it off. And then when we do it, I try to take it from the eyebrows a little bit and bring it down just like this. I like to get down below the nose, which elongates it as well. And just kind of bring it down this side of the face, but leave this thick line there, which will help it pop more whenever we put the foundation on. So basically just bring it down. Makeup is a really cool thing to learn. I'm still new to it. I'm still figuring it out. It's not a it's not a normal skill set for me, but when you love to do something, you know, you gotta figure out how to do it for yourself. Next, before we do the foundation, it's always like a checklist. We're gonna do highlight, and I'm gonna use this beige highlight. It's nice, it's right here. We want to highlight the tip of the nose, the forehead right there. So we contoured it, darken it, right, to give it more of angles to bring out what's not been contoured, right out here. Then we're gonna highlight it so it really pops. Now highlighting is just usually like slightly lighter than your actual skin tone, a little bit brighter. We do the forehead, kind of like in a little bit of a V formation. That makes the forehead stand out against the hair and against the contouring we did there. We're gonna do under the eye and kind of like a Nike swoosh. Which kind of lifts those cheekbones a bit. And also, it's about creating a more dramatic difference between where we contoured and we didn't. And then I like to do it around the mouth and the chin right here as well to really bring out those features of the Joker. So technically it looks like I'm highlighting everything, but I'm not. I think contour and highlight is probably the #1 thing us guys have to learn if we want to do really good makeup, as it's not natural. It's not like a normal. I mean, for some guys it might be, but for me it wasn't. So it's subtle. You can't see like super well, but if you look, you'll notice that my face just kind of glows. Like it's just kind of got like a little bit like a brighter look to it. That's the highlight. Now the Joker foundation that I always use and will probably always use is Kat Von D Liquid Lock-It Foundation in the palest color, which is Light 41 Neutral. Now, if you notice, I got weird shaved arms just because I'm going to make these white last minute so that the Joker's wrists don't show. Like, you know, dark tan, they look white. But when you're doing makeup, especially foundation, it helps to put it on your hand. So don't try to get on your wrist, but you just get on your hand. The reason why is then you just like dab like that. Not doing it on her eyes. Science too easy. Alright, get the nose. Baby, would you live for me? Yeah, yeah. When we do this, we're gonna try not to actually get it in the hairline. And we'll do the eyebrows a little bit later. So that's not really a problem, but just try not to get your brush all green. Nice. Alright, now that we got our foundation on, before we move on to the eyes and lips, we're going to set it. And we're not just going to set it, we're going to bake it. We're not going to We're not gonna bake it like Colorado bake. We're gonna make it bake it. So make it bake it. So I've got MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix. It is shimmering white. Shivering white. Okay. Basically, what you're gonna do: get on your brush, get it real nice and thick. Instead of just swiping it on, we're gonna press it on thick, and we're not gonna wipe it off, and we'll leave it there for like at least 5 minutes. Kind of go from like 10, 15. So here's how it goes. The reason why we bake it is it really seals the makeup and really stops it from smudging, from sweating so bad. It's gonna hold up way better. We're gonna let that sit. We're not gonna wipe it off. So the next thing we can do is move on to our eyes. We're gonna use Urban Decay Eye Primer and get it up in those eyeballs. Get it right up in those eyeballs. Oh boy, all up in your eyeballs. We're gonna apply the eyeshadow. I've got like a maroon red, I've got a dark purple, and I've got a smoky gray black. I'm also gonna add a little bit of more of the brown contouring to give it kind of more of just like a darker eye look. Purple, a dark purple a little bit. Not too heavy. I usually go too heavy, don't wanna do too heavy. I'm going to bring in that smoky black a little bit, but we're trying not to do too much. We're going to do the eyebrows next, and I got this Edge. It's basically like a green chalk, like hair chalk. It says Edge Bendable Hair Color. We're going to go over the eyebrows with this first, and then we're going to go over with my special Joker green eyebrow cocktail. It's Meltonian white shoe cream, and then I added light green food coloring to it in little doses to get the kind of right consistency. But this is a little bit light for this hair. It works totally well with normal Suicide Squad Joker, but to get a little bit darker eyebrows, we're going to start with this. The color of the mix. So I took the shoe polish cream, put green food coloring in it. Not too much, you want to do that by like drips at a time. And we're gonna brush up. Before I forget, let's carefully wipe off that baked settings powder, so we don't, don't just have it cooking all day on us. Alright, so contour kind of reapplied over it to kind of give that extra intense. The next step is, I just love being the Joker. The next step is to do our lips and then to turn that into the Joker's smile, which I've only done once, so if it turns out bad, oh well. But we're going to try to do it as good as we can. First thing we do is we're going to draw our lips with a MAC dark purplish, like a dark purple lip liner. It is Vino. Alright, so this is Injustice 2 Joker. So I went back over it with my classic Kat Von D red lip liner, liquid lip liner in Outlaw color. Before we do the body, we want to make sure we use the setting spray on our face. Get that smile, that eyes, and everything to stay like right where it is. Next thing we're gonna do is gonna paint on the ha with Maneron body paint. I got red and blue mixed together, just mostly red, a little bit of blue. And I'm just gonna do a ha and then some blood splatters. What I want to do is get the blood splatters on the Joker like he just killed somebody. Yeah. Ooh, look at that one. Oh, that was a hard one. That touched. That was contact. Oh boy, a little more on the chest. There we go. Do one more, just kind of going across. Trying not to get all over my bathroom. Do you see that? Blood splatters. Yeah. We're gonna finish by adding the same white paint for body paint to the wrists. By the way, I got these pants and this shirt and this suspenders off Amazon. So normally I don't do that. I'm like trying to think of something that's like super legit or badass, but then I was trying to get it all together while I was on tour, and I was trying on the road, and I was like, you know what, shit, let's go to Amazon. And so basically Injustice 2 Joker is pretty much this. You can get these, can be a little bit more orange, but I like to kind of yellow gold. And the Suicide Squad Joker coat. You can go with a different one if you want. You don't have to really focus on the crocodile pattern of it, but it totally works, especially since Injustice 2 is, I feel like it's a mix of Suicide Squad Joker and Heath Ledger Joker. So I use my same coat, and which I'll put on in a second. Alright guys, so check it out. This is Injustice 2 Joker. If I were to do anything differently, it would just be to not make the smile quite so big. I'd keep it a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner, but it's all trial and error. This is a Suicide Squad jacket. The rest is from Amazon. You can just do black boots or black shoes of your choice. This is, the hair is by Manic Panic, Electric Lizard, Die Hard, kind of like a green jive. We've got, of course, the eyebrows, the lipstick, everything. You got your Injustice 2 Joker. No, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really bad. Kill you? I don't want to kill you. I'd be nothing without you. I'm like a dog chasing a car. Oh, behave. That's what I do. I just like goof around. Anyways, guys, I'm Broseph David. This is Injustice 2 tutorial / how to become the Injustice 2 Joker. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Like, don't play around.